UFC Mexico, Andy, Jim, and Jan breaking down the pre-fight festivities, lines, line movement. I see we got one fight that had some pretty aggressive movement on it. We'll go over that. We'll go over some props. It is Nacho Fiesta night for the boys. So right after this, yeah, it's an epic one. Right after this, we're going to be live on the Winning in the Shadows YouTube channel. If you want to join us to watch all the fights, myself, Jan, and Jim have made nachos, and not only did we make nachos, apparently all three of us went all in on this project collectively. I think we've probably put 30 hours into our
Easily.
into our nachos tonight. So but let's start talking a little bit of UFC. No ceremonial face-offs. I'm assuming that's because of the stuff that's going down in Mexico. They want as limited action as possible. So I get it. If anyone's interested, what Jim and I are betting right now, there's a reason why the live lines on the Xfinity race are up right now. But
Yes.
we move over to UFC. I guess we'll go to the big one with the line movement. Regina Taryn against Ernesta Carricate. I liked Taryn once I started doing the film work, and then everybody did, which kind of gets me a little bit worried about this. So, Jim, you watched her a little bit. What was your takeaway?
Super aggressive. And that's the biggest thing I needed to see was aggression. Because Karakate does not use her range very well. And she doesn't fare very well when there's a fighter that marches forward. And I heard exactly what I was expecting to hear this week is this girl's got a win over Carly Judas.
Yeah.
Call it a win. It was as close of a fight as it possibly can be. And let's not forget that we learned with Carly that, she's good, but there's going to be a time to fade her as well. So this could be the very well same time to fade Karakate against Regina Taryn. She's got a ground game. That's the big thing for me. She's got a ground game, and she's super aggressive, fighting at home. You mentioned it. She's already getting ready for a Muay Thai fight, so this isn't coming off the couch. She's young. I'm not worried that everybody's on it because I think we're all on it for different reasons. There's not a consensus why. I love it because I want to fade Ernesta. That's what it comes down to. And you give me a fighter with a pulse who's going to fight for 3 rounds, I'm going to fade Ernesta.
Jan, did you get a chance to look at Taryn?
So for me in this one, it's a straight pass. Like, I want to fade both of them. And in this matchup, I can see multiple ways of winning for both of them. So it's so easy for me to pass here.
I believe. Well, I have already used Taryn plus 3.5 in a parlay. I think it's close. I think she's going to win a round at least. She's obviously a live dog, but I love the plus 3.5 using it with something. So, Damian Penis and Wes Schultz. Don't start making the jokes. I don't know. Nothing's changed here on the lines here. I think it's interesting that the minus 7.5 is minus 220, where the money line is just minus 250. Jan, they're pretty much telling you this fight is not going to last very long to start us off on the card, correct?
Yeah, it's Piñas by finish for me, and it's not even close.
Ooh, not even close.
Wes Schultz sucks, man. Wes Schultz sucks.
Fair. Yeah, my finish is minus 200. Yeah, I mean, he pulled off like one of the coolest submissions you'll ever see on Contender Series, but doesn't mask the fact that he's not that great. Anything changed for you in this one, Jim?
No, nothing changed. I'm just liking unders across the board. Not even so much a side, but it's going to be violence. I see what you're saying, Jan. If it's stuck on the feet, I thought Andy brought up a great point that I don't think Wes Schultz can just not go full speed. So he's one of those guys that only has one gear. So I think it's going to lend to there's some really wild exchanges in this fight. Fight doesn't start round 2 is probably round 3 is one of my favorite parlay pieces inside of 2 rounds.
I mean, it's 2026 and money keeps coming in on Francis Marshall up to minus 850. It's crazy. I mean, at some point, is it just Francis by decision, or do we go with? Do you have to sprinkle the dog just on sheer principle that Francis Marshall shouldn't be minus 850 in a fight, or Jan, is this just a straight pass?
I sneakily like this to go the distance. Plus
okay.
230, 250, something like that. I just think Silva survives, man. I actually do. I think he's got enough stamina to last Marshall out here.
Yeah, Marshall's. I mean, his best fight was a loss. So, like against Marion Santos, but I'm with you. I don't see the finishing nature of this one. So we move on to Douglas Silva Dandrade and Javier Reyes. I have changed my mind after seeing weigh-ins. I am on Andrade by KO or decision in this one. Jim, did you see
Andrade
how much bigger?
or
I'm sorry, Reyes. I'm on Reyes. Sorry,
Okay.
Reyes by KO or decision. The size difference.
Yeah, size difference
God.
is a problem. It's a problem.
I was not aware. I think we all agree Reyes isn't great, but when you're that much bigger, you're going to be the much more aggressive guy, and you're fighting a guy who's 41. And I kind of have to play well, he's never been knocked out. Andrade just like, well, the corner did stop the fight against Petr Yan, and what did we see last week with Dan Ige? Never been knocked out. All of a sudden, he's knocked out. I have changed my tune completely on this one. I thought I kind of liked Andrade. Then I saw the weigh-ins, and I was like, oh, nope, Reyes it is. So, Jan, anything for you on this one?
Like Reyes, don't like the price. Pass for me.
Jim, are you riding with me or passing?
I agree with you. I think it's Reyes. I haven't done anything with it yet. I'll see how these first couple fights go. It's not a strong enough read for me to be a pre-match play. So we'll see what kind of vibe we're getting here. And we also got to look at walkouts. Keep in mind that Reyes is the guy whose hair is in his face every freaking fight. Like they don't know how to do a braid. Laugh at us all you want. It's a damn good theory that's made us a lot of money. So if he's got a screw with his hair, we could be looking at that decision, like you're saying.
Yeah, he's just going to march forward and he's going to be a cannonball. So I want to have that decision kind of sitting there in my back pocket on that one. Christian Quinones and Chris Moutinho. I'm stunned that the under 1.5 has actually gone in the direction I didn't think it was going to. It opened up close to even money. Now it's plus 114. I don't know, Jan. This a good price on this, or are you worried that Quinones like pitter patter and can't finish Moutinho?
Yeah, I probably lean over 1.5, honestly, but I think Quinones money line is probably better than I. I don't care it's that price. I think it's Chris Moutinho in 2026 is better than I for me.
Well said. Well said.
Eileen Perez and Macy Chiasson. Jim, anything change for you on this one?
Yeah, I'm not buying into anything that Macy Chiasson said after watching face-offs and weigh-ins. She's as tall and string beanie as there is, and that reach is great, but Eileen Perez is going to get in her face, and she's going to end up on the ground. I think she's going to be down 2 rounds, and I seriously doubt that she's going to have the finishing power in round 3. Chiasson looks way too hyped up. I think that Perez is in her head. At this point, we've never seen Macy be flinching and trying to mean mug people at face-offs the way she was against Perez. So, again, home cooking as well. I mean, what do you think the commission wants to win? A Perez or a Chiasson down in Mexico? It's going to be Perez. It's Macy against the world. A lot of things stacking up against her. If she wins, it's going to have to be a finish. I think she's going to have to finish her in round 3. And if you're going to give me that stipulation in a women's fight, I'm going to bet the other side. I'm talking myself into a play on Perez.
Jan, you twerking with this one?
Goes the distance as a piece for me.
Yeah,
like that
fair. I'm the second I see Macy pull full guard is just going to be a live bet. If that's what we're going to get from Macy, just like goes down to the ground and then she wraps those legs around. All right, I'm in on Perez, like, because she's just going to accept guard and lay there, and then it's going to happen again in round 2. So, Ryan Gandra and Jose Medina. I will go to what is it? Fight parlays, winner and group of rounds. This is my favorite one. It's minus 200 now. It was minus 185 when we recorded our show. I think Gondra kind of kills Jose Medina. So minus 200 will be a parlay piece for me, Jan. What do you think?
Yep, under 1.5. He murders him.
Nothing else to add.
It's a Jose.
It's that simple in that one. Also, Jose Medina, another one, all, fired up at face-offs in the face of Gondra. And Gondra said that, calm, I'm going to murder you look on his face. Not so much happy to be here, but ready to do the job. Let's put it that way.
Shout out to you guys in the chat. Luke says, do you guys think the home cooking could it be even worse tonight, given all the external events? Maybe they want to keep the fans happy and their minds off things and come together. Jim, interesting question. What do you think?
That's looking really, really deep into it. I didn't think we needed to have any extra home cooking on a UFC Mexico card, to be honest with you. You make the fans happy, okay, maybe. I don't think it's going to sway their decisions. But I also believe that this card has been built to really let the Hispanic fighters excel. They brought some guys in from across the world that are very beatable and showcase a few.
Moving on to Santiago Luna and Angel Pacheco. Luna, money keeps coming on him, minus 800. Jan, this is another one where it's just nobody's betting Pacheco, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. And at what point, which one of these guys is going to blow it for everyone's parlays? Because someone's going to do it. Is this the one?
I don't think it's the one, but that price on Pacheco is far too big. I like the over 1.5 here.
That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, Pacheco was on that incredible fight on Contender series, and it looked great in the moment, but it's just one of those fights that just has not aged that well. It looks like two mid-level fighters that just happen to put on a pretty good show on that night. Jim, you like anything in this one? Luna, by the way, incredible head of hair. My God, that man's hair, incredible.
You talking about Luna?
Yeah, Luna.
Oh, okay. Hey, then the hair theory's on our side on this one because I like Luna a lot. Angel Pacheco fighting with the New England cartel. You're fighting with the New England cartel. It's one of the worst gyms, the guys that we can fade. You're part of that group. You're a fade. I agree with Jan on the 1.5. I don't think it sees the scorecards, though. I think that Luna can still finish him late. I'm going to say by submission. Pacheco, very tough. Also, a little bit too small for this weight class. I think when we see these guys in the cage, we're going to have a very different view than we did at face-offs. Luna's going to fill out a little bit more than Pacheco did. I actually like Luna in the grappling in the sub game here. I think he's going to end up going to the wrestling after he hurts Pacheco on the feet, and he can get him out of here by sub. Doesn't matter how tough your chin is if you're getting rear naked choke. So let's go with Luna by sub.
Not good vibes for Pacheco when you're fighting. When the name of the gym has the word cartel in it, going into tonight. So not great. Manuel Rodriguez. We have somebody in our Discord, in our group, that actually is trained with Rodriguez, and we know him from the Ultimate Fighter. We know DC's kind of taking him under his wings. Jim, you were 100% right on this over 1.5.
Yeah.
This is a line that's moved massive all the way up to minus 195. So the betting markets agree with you on this one. Still like the over 1.5?
I do. I think you can actually just go right to round 3. More and more I think about this fight, the less and less I think it's a finish. After seeing face-offs, but the size of Borjas, he is going to kill this first round. He's going to move around on the outside. It's going to be Rodriguez stalking forward. But I think we're going to lose a lot of time in that first round, and it's just going to lend itself to becoming one of those, the power shots of Rodriguez versus the defensive jab and the movement of Borjas. I believe Rodriguez will edge this out. You can go over 1.5 still at 195. I know some people hate that number. I don't. I think this is a great bet. Little sprinkle on the fight to goes. Honestly, you can even go Rodriguez by decision. I think everyone's was thinking originally knockout artist. They face off. Borjas looks like he's a whole 4 inches bigger. at face-offs and got a big reach. So it's going to take a lot for Rodriguez to get on the inside.
Anything for you on this one, Jan?
Nope, over 1.5 is what I had written down.
Perfect.
Chirez and Felipe Bunez, nothing has changed for me. I think it's Chirez. You could talk me into the under 1.5 at plus 154. I just think Chirez is better everywhere. And I just go back to that Josh Van fight at UFC Noche where Chirez, but we keep saying this. I don't think a lot of people realize Chirez's 2 losses are for the guys fighting for the championship right now. Tyra and Van. That's who he's lost to in UFC. And both went the distance, and he put on a good showing in both. I think this is a layup for him, Jan.
Yeah, it's a total mismatch for me. I had Chirez circled as soon as the odds came out and played it accordingly.
Okay, we've got some agreement. The markets agree with Jim, yours and I's take, but Jan, I liked King Green, and this is one of the dogs that has taken a bunch of money. We got King Green all the way down to plus 300. What's your take on this fight? Over 2.5 minus 145. You could just take it to go the distance. Got to believe if this thing makes it to the last part of round 3, it's probably going the distance. What's your take on this one? And do you agree with the line move?
We're going head to head. I've got Zellhuber.
I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear this. Go.
I'm just have to fade King Green at this point in his career. I mean, this is the same exact handicap as I had as Chris Martinho in 2026. It's King Green in 2026. I also lean over. I think it goes the distance.
Jim, you're on the same page, aren't you?
I was with you, Andy. It's like, well, Green can win this thing. And the big knock on Zellhuber always has been that he's bad from the neck up. Well, guess what? He's changed gyms. He's at fight ready now. Just found in doing our late study, sometimes these things pop up. And to hear that he's made the move to change gyms, what that at least tells me is that he's smart enough to realize what he's doing was not working. And he wasn't getting the most out of his physical build. So we know that this guy now at least has enough common sense to go out and try to get better. I think we see the fruits of those the labor here now. Again, Bobby Green fights for money, and I'm going to call him Bobby Green, Bobby King Green. What's that famous line from Come to America? His father called him Bobby. I'm going to call him Bobby. He's Bobby. I love King Green. But like Jan said, it's 2026. This is a guy who fought for Strikeforce. I think that says enough in itself right there. So, yeah, I'm with you. I think it's Zellhuber. I'll even call it a sub. I think he gets on the neck of Green and gets him out of there. Long arms.
Jan, can you make a case for Marlon Vera? I haven't heard anybody making the case for Marlon Vera. For me, it's just always it's Cheeto Vera. It's an over. Take the fight, goes the distance in your parlays, rinse and repeat. I don't know. I went back and watched that Martinez versus Rob Font, and he looked good in rounds 1 and 3. Round 2 was a little bit of a head scratcher. Minus 305 seems about right, but got to be honest, if you're taking David Martinez, I would just take him by decision. So I don't know what your read on this fight.
Yeah, David Martinez by decision is exactly what I've played. I just, once again, it's like this is just a card full of fades for me, and Marlon Vera's a fade.
It really is. Like you're like, not all the favorites are going to win, and then you're looking at this card and you're like, well, a lot of them are.
Yeah. Just look who they're fighting. I think that's the problem.
All right, Jim. You and I don't know if we disagreed on the main event, but Brandon Moreno, Lone'er Kavanagh, there's just a lot of ways you can handicap this fight. Brandon Moreno is holding strong at minus 205. I'm interested in maybe fight doesn't go. Is that a possibility in this one?
It is. Before we move on, just a quick thought on the Marlon Vera, David Martinez. So in our breakdown video, we picked our parlay buster, and we were talking. I'm picking Marlon Vera. And no, he's an underdog. He's going to be parlayed. Did you happen to watch weigh-ins and face-offs?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody screaming to the rafters for Cheeto. Just like this guy is the next coming again. Giannis right about decision. Here's the point I wanted to make. At face-offs, Cheeto looked like a shell of himself emotionally. He did not have the intimidating presence. Martinez got right in his face. I agree with you, Jan. It's a fate of Cheeto in 2026. Now, as far as the main event goes, as far as the fight doesn't go, I agree, dude. I think this most certainly could be a fight doesn't go. This could be a case of too much too soon for Lone'er Kavanagh, and it could be a case that Brandon Moreno is washed. You brought up a fantastic point in saying that this guy retired once before. We forget, but like Brandon Moreno walked away from the sport and came back to the pinnacle of it. But again, how much is that weighing heavily on his mind? To me, he looked not like his jovial self at his interview as well. So that's got me off it. I'm wondering why this line has literally not moved since Tuesday. He was 205 on Tuesday when we spoke. So I'm stumped in this fight. I have not picked a side. I think we just treat this like we do in every main event, is wait and see whose fight it's going to be. If we can determine that in round one and Moreno looks on, we're jumping on Moreno. If Lone'er has any success in rounds 1 and 2, it could be a bad night for Moreno because it's going to be a tale of things to come.
Jan, what do you think about the main event?
You say the odds haven't moved. You don't live in England.
Ah.
Our
Oh,
smaller independent books have been absolutely fucking hammered on Kavanagh all week.
Really?
I managed to pick up Moreno at 150.
what?
And I've done so.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Why does
The
England?
this
English
is
love a
something we
home
have-
public dog, man. Like,
I get what you're saying. Yes, he's English. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, this is something we have
Okay.
6 hours to discuss. So
even without the price thing, I like Moreno.
Okay.
I think Jim said it perfectly. Is it a step too early? I think it might be for Kavanagh.
Oh, so interesting that you can get. God, we could arbitrage this. We need to talk right after the show. We need to spread our money out because this is about as good as an arbitrage situation as I've come across. So even though I just said it, so now the books are going to know. So we're going to get off here in a few minutes and jump over to the Winning in the Shadows YouTube channel. We do have a 5% best bet that is up. We've only had one 5% best bet this year in UFC. We hit that one. So looking to go 2-0 in that one. Just love some spots on the card, but one stuck out more than the other. So that's over at wt.buzz/AL. So you want to go get that and then join us for Nacho Fiesta night. What's something that what's something we all agreed on? See if we can do a play here before we go. What do we all
agree on the
Big?
plus 3.5, right?
Okay, we like that one.
Who did we
Did we
say by
like-
decision, Jan? That was one of your favorites.
I mean, or if we just want to fade Matino.
We fade Matino.
I think we all agree on that. All right, that's going to be it. That's our play for the show. We got Regina Taryn plus 3.5, and we got Quinones on the money line fading Chris Matino in the year 2026 of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So that's going to do it for us. So that's your official play for the show. Again, we're going to get off here, jump over to Winning in the Shadows. Come join us. It's a great night. Grab some beverages, grab some nachos. Let's watch the fights. We'll have all of our in-fight wagers, live bets, all that stuff. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you to Joe, Nick, who else is in the chat? Luke, Vito, you're in here. Shane, thank you very much, guys, for joining us. Going to be a big night. We'll be over there. I'll post the link in the comments right after the show. Good luck on your bets. Let's have a big night, boys.